Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite cruise ship casino dealer here with cruise number 4 from November 23rd to the 29th, sailing out of Tampa. Alright, we just finished our morning drill here in Tampa. So this is our second time here in Tampa, but I was up till 6 a.m. doing counts, so I'm just gonna head to bed now. Pretty tired. Finally, this morning drill's over, so I'm about to go crash. Alright. Sea day, and tomorrow we're back in Cozumel. Next up, November 24th, our first full sea day. I started my shift at 11 a.m. on roulette. Right away I had this super friendly couple playing and they just kept hitting their number. They were kind enough to tip on every single hit. Those moments make the job so much fun. During my lunch break, I grabbed some chicken and rice at the crew mess, then headed to the crew bar for a soft drink and some quick socializing with the other crew. Later, I dealt to a high roller, and man, I could not hit his numbers to save my life. I swear I missed them the night before too. The table just wasn't cooperating. I took my long break for a solid nap, then jumped back in for the evening shift. Classic sea day rhythm. November 25th, we were in beautiful Cozumel. Alright Cozumel, you've been great again. Went out with the Murka, our Hungarian assistant manager, for some tacos, had some coffee and some great chats. Called my buddy Walt back home from Windsor. We had some great chats as well. Just talk about how his film stuff is going, as he's been working on multiple shows, especially since he's got his RE camera. And great news, the MT Pro lights, tube lights that I've been wanting for a long time now, actually are on sale starting today. So I'm trying to make that purchase. I had an issue with the new card that I was assigned here on the ship, so I got to figure that out now, because I would like to take advantage. And the website's also down. I can't get it to check out, so hopefully that's something I can fix, because I would really love to scoop those lights. It's what I've been wanting to get, and now that they're on sale, they also come with like a waterproof housing and an extra pin. Very useful for obvious reasons. So I'm hoping to scoop that bad boy up. Headed back to the ship for my evening casino shift. After work, I linked up with Jessica, one of the new dealers, and we grabbed some drinks at the crew bar. It was great vibes. November 26th in Honduras. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go ashore this time. I had training in the casino instead. We reviewed roulette procedures and dealt some practice hands on 3-card poker. After a quick power nap, I was back opening tables. The day actually flew by, and I finished as number 2 on the early out list. Went straight to bed because we had another drill coming up in the morning. November 27th, Costa Maya. I was really looking forward to my morning excursion to the Mayan ruins, but an emergency general drill popped up and I had to miss it. Had an excursion planned in Costa Maya, but had to miss it due to our morning drill, so back to bed. After the drill, I went back to the cabin and slept until my shift started. It was a pretty straightforward day in the casino. I kept trying to get that Aputure MT Pro order through, but no luck. It got cancelled again. Back to the drawing board. On the plus side, I was one of the runners, that's the verifier that night. Our job is to double check all the chips and make sure the count is perfect before we lock everything up. November 28th was another sea day. I was on a split shift starting in the afternoon. During my short breaks, I finally found another address we can use to ship stuff to the ship for free. Finally, some good luck. I got the order for the light kit and it went through successfully. And then November 29th, our final sea day before heading back to Tampa. There was some drama with the guys in our cabin, so my roommate and I had to move to new rooms. All right, it's close to 5 in the morning. My roommate and I were just informed we gotta change cabins. It kind of came as an emergency switch today. We have other people joining, so kind of grabbed all my stuff to my best of my ability, and then I gotta change keys, go to my new roommate's door, and try to get in there as quietly as possible, throw my stuff down. I try to be as organized as possible, have my stuff behind me, my suitcases and stuff. And then I'm going to try to get some rest because I just finished work and I haven't been able to go to bed because of this change. So I need some rest. Day 1, Tampa. So I just finished moving into my new cabin and I was exhausted. I literally went straight to bed until it was time for my casino shift. Luckily, it was a late start, so I actually got some decent rest. Finished around 12:30 a.m. And of course, next meant the crew bar. I met up with Luis and Claudio from Mexico at Mingles. Had a few drinks, which turned into more drinks. Then we bounced to another hangout spot on the ship and then somehow ended up back at the crew bargain. You already know how that goes. Day 2. I woke up in the morning for my split shift feeling exactly how you expect after that night. Grabbed some food at the crew mess, which honestly saved me. I met up with Given, who just joined the ship, so we talked for a bit, got to know each other. After that, more rest, finished my evening shift. And I knocked out early. Before sleeping, I made plans with Leanne to go get tacos in Cozumel the next day. Day 3. Alright, it's Cozumel day. Woke up around 11 and met up with Leanne and Leah at Mingles before heading off the ship. First stop, we went to 7-Eleven to help get Leah a SIM card, and then we went for tacos. We hit my taco spot, chicken, chorizo, al pastor, and real Mexican Coke in a glass bottle. Elite combo. Then we grabbed a taxi to the No Name Bar. It's a super popular cruise spot. Food, drinks, pool, ocean, everything. We talked about ship life, her life in Texas, and my film background, and she mentioned she could connect me with someone from the broadcast team on the ship. That caught my attention real quick, and then headed back to the ship for a nap before work. After my shift, Romano invited me to play FIFA. I haven't played a sports game since 2019, but surprisingly, FIFA 26 actually felt pretty good. Definitely brought back some good memories. Day 4, Belize. Woke up around noon and met Mercy and Lorenzo for some 3-card poker training. Grabbed food, took a nap, then back to the casino. It wasn't too busy, but still made more than minimum in tips, so I'll take that. After work, met with Mauro and Leanne for a little send-off since she's leaving soon. Tokes and Jamar joined us. Kept it chill, and then I called it a night. Day 5. We are in Costa Maya. We got woken up early for a general emergency drill. Always fun, right? But everything went smoothly, so I went right back to sleep after. Woke up later, had some chicken and rice, grabbed a cafe mocha, and headed into my evening shift. Pretty straightforward day. Next day, another sea day. Split shift again. Honestly, not a very eventful day in the casino. Mostly smaller blackjack tables this cruise. At night, after work, went up to Reflections for a crew party. Hung out in the game room while waiting for Louis to finish bartending. And of course, more FIFA. That's kind of becoming a theme this cruise. Day 7, another sea day. Started the day early with another split shift, but when I came back from my break, everything was closed. No players, no action. Turns out we entered US waters earlier than expected, so we had to shut everything down. I was on BVA duty, working on the computer, tracking how much cash each slot machine had. After that, Louis and I just chilled, drinks, and of course, some more FIFA. Somehow I stayed up long enough to make it to breakfast. And that wraps up cruise number 5. Definitely one of the more balanced weeks. Good nights out, solid work days, and one of the best taco days I've had in a while. What's up, champs? Welcome back. This is cruise number 6, and this one had a little bit of everything. New ports, good food, gym consistency, and finally buying something special for my mom. Let's get into it. Day 1, Tampa. After breakfast, I did what any responsible crew member would do. Went straight back to sleep. Woke up just in time for my casino shift, got through the night, and then linked up with Louis again after work. At this point, it's basically tradition. Day 2, Sea Day. Started the day early before my split shift and headed to Mingles to load money into my Sea Pass card because today I had a mission. I was finally buying my mom a watch. And as I'm walking to the elevator, I literally run into Max, the watch sales rep I was supposed to meet. Perfect timing. The whole day was super foggy and wet outside, but honestly, that just made it feel more chill. Day 3.
Alright, made it to Key West.
Woke up early and headed out in Key West. On the way, I ran into Marco, and he actually gave me a ticket for a hop-on, hop-off bus tour for the next time, which was clutch. I hit the main street, checked out shops, grabbed some souvenirs, got magnets for myself, Louis, and Indira since they can't get off in US ports.
Alright, anyway, I was bought some magnets for my buddy Louis who can't come out in the US. And Indira, I grabbed a magnet for her too. And I got myself a magnet, and I actually bought my brother, added a card to his collection. He collects gaming cards. Every time I travel somewhere, I grab a set for him, so I got one from Key West over here.
Then I found this spot, Two Friends Patio Restaurant. Great vibes, live music, and I ordered a grilled cheeseburger with fries and a Coke. On the way back, it started raining. I passed by the oldest standing house in the city and a straw market nearby. Grabbed Louis a shot glass since he said the magnet wasn't enough. Got back, grabbed dinner, and surprised Indira with her magnet. She literally ran out to hug me. Worth it. and ended the day with a push workout. Day 4, Freeport, Bahamas. Woke up early and stopped out in Freeport. This port is pretty simple. Vendors, excursion, food stands right off the ship. Grabbed a cheeseburger at Burger Boy food stand. Nothing fancy, but it hit.
Alright, here we are in the Bahamas. Let's get that first bite of this burger. Alright, delicious. Not bad at all. The weather's great, got music, good vibes.
Also, added another magnet to the collection. Luz texted me to meet up, so I headed back, linked with him, and we tried to plan a beach trip with a taxi, but it didn't work out, too expensive and not enough time. So we went back to the ship, I took a nap, worked my shift, hit the gym for a pole workout, and finished the night playing pool with Lewis. Day 5, another sea day. Split shift kind of day, chicken and rice for lunch, caramel mocha, nap, then back to the casino. Had some really fun, friendly players that night, which always makes the shift better. After work, I hit the gym with George, our casino manager. We've been keeping each other accountable. Then bounced between the crew bar and mingle, saw Tokes, Mauro, Limon, Indira, Jessica, and ended the night playing more pool with Lewis. Day 6, Nassau, Bahamas. Woke up early because I had to open the casino later, so I had to make the most of this port. Quick stop at Mingles, ran into Tristan, and we headed out together. Walked around, grabbed souvenirs, yeah, of course, another magnet, and tried coconut rum cake that was highly recommended. I also had corned beef with grits at a local spot. To be honest, I had no idea what grits were until this moment. Alright, let's find out what a grit is. I don't know what a grit is. I asked, she said it's a grit, so corned beef grit combo. Alright. While we're eating, we ran into Priscilla, someone from our ship. It's always funny seeing coworkers out in the real world. We realized for next time we definitely need to bring cash so we can take the ferry to Atlantis. We got back to the ship, I took a nap, opened the casino, finished early, and hit the gym again. I met Suzanne, one of the photographers, and we made a deal. Stay consistent in the gym and have a friendly competition over the next few months. Wrapped it up with a quick beer with Lewis. Day 7, sea day. Last day of the cruise, opened the casino with Francesco, grabbed coffee during the break. Then we had a solid 4-hour break, so yeah, nap time. Came back, finished the shift, and said goodbye to the guests. One of them actually gifted us casino bracelets, which I guess is part of the uniform now. And of course, ended the cruise with a pole workout. That's cruise number 6. This is cruise number 7, and this was all about balance. Work, gym, good food, and honestly, just enjoying the crew life a bit more. Let's get into it. Day 1, Tampa. Started the day early with wheelchair duty alongside Francesco. Helped out a few guests, made some tip money. It's always a solid way to start the cruise. After that, we actually headed out into Tampa and hit this spot called Bamboozle Cafe. I got a Vietnamese banh mi chicken sandwich with dragon fruit juice, and Francesco went for the beef pho. Safe to say, we made the right decision getting off the ship. Came back, took a nap, then got ready for my casino shift. Grabbed a burger, worked the night. Then hit the gym for legs. After that, met up with Luis, Claudia, and Carlos on deck 5 for some beers. And I bought out the rum cake from the Bahamas for everyone to try. Good vibes all around. Day 2, sea day. Woke up early because I was supposed to pick up my Aputure order. Headed to HR. Turns out the package was in the training room, but there was training going on, so I had to come back later. Went back later to check for the package. Still not there. Looked like there's a problem until next week. Day 3, Cozumel. This morning started a little different. Instead of relaxing, I was helping move slot machines with Xavier and Marco. We have to move old machines downstairs, wrap them, set up the new ones. It was a full operation. But we got rewarded with the night off. So you already know we went straight into Cozumel once we were done. Got a haircut, grabbed some tacos, chicken and pulled pork, and they were incredible. On the way back, I ran into Limon and his friends, and we all ended up at Mingles. Drinks, conversations, and even played pool with Ramon, a Jamaican singer on board. After that, I went back to my cabin and knocked out. And I mean, completely knocked out. Day 4, Belize. I slept until it was time for my afternoon shift. Opened the casino with Mercia and Amuki. We actually finished early, which is always a win. Hit the gym for a push workout, then met up with Rick and Lewis at Mingles. We ended up playing Mario Kart. until we literally got kicked out by the cleaning crew. Ran into Romano after that, played a quick FIFA match, then went back to the cabin and passed out. Day 5, Costa Maya. I had to wake up early for an emergency drill. Plan was to go out for tacos after, but we had a casino staff meeting instead, so yeah, plans cancelled. Went back to the cabin, rested, and worked my shift, and then hit the gym for a pole workout. After that, met up with Lewis, Jessica, Given, and Roman at Mingles. Lewis and I played a couple of games of chess, keeping it low-key that night. Day 6, Sea Day. Started my split shift dealing roulette. Took a break around 1, grabbed some chicken, rice, and pasta from the crew mess. Then went back, finished the shift, and took a nap before the evening. We had a lot of new players that night, but overall, the team did well and made some solid money. Hit legs after work. Tough session, but pushed through and added cardio at the end. Ran into Portia starting her workout as I was leaving, and then headed to the crew bar, and I caught up with Mauro. Next day, Sea Day. Another 11 a.m. start. Same routine, work, food, quick power nap, and back to work. One of the players actually gave me a dice with a little duck on top. Random, but I'll take it. Played some chess with Lewis during my break. Seemed like that's becoming a regular thing now too. After my shift, I went to Mingles to grab a last-minute Corona. Had the bartender hold it for me while I changed out of my uniform. Put on my new Celebrity Cruise sweater, grabbed my beer, and headed up to deck 5. Met up with the Latino Mafia crew. Lewis, Claudia, Mauro, Emerson, Cynthia, Marcelo, Carlos. Had some drinks, talked, laughed. Perfect way to end the cruise. And that's cruise number 7. This one really felt like settling into a rhythm. Work, gym, good people, and just enjoying the process. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next cruise.